Hello YouTube, it is Chris here, and in today's episode, I'm going to be doing a full test and review of the Cold Steel American Lawman. So stick with me. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for sticking with me. Like I said, in today's review, we are going to be fully testing and reviewing the brand new Cold Steel American Lawman and CTS XHP steel with the new DLC coating, and this is the limited edition version and the OD green handle scales. And as a disclaimer, I did buy this myself. Cold Steel did not send this for review, but without giving anything away, all the tech specs and the item specifications of the knife will be down in the description box below, so we can jump right into the review. So, let's go straight to the footage. Alright guys, well, looks like the tip broke off, but I'll blame that on me because I did torque it really freaking hard. However, there's no wiggle anywhere in this blade, so even though the tip's gone, for further torture testing, I guess, we can do the spine wax and the overstrikes and basically see how the locking mechanism works, since there's no reason I don't think I should be able to test that. Still 100%. This is what I want you guys to see is on the overstrikes. I was not taking it easy on that, and even how hard I was hitting it, it still didn't deform the G10. The locking mechanism is great. It still cut very well, but I broke the tip. We'll go back to the tabletop for my final thoughts. Well, I hope you found that test footage as informative and entertaining as I did. Now, as a full disclaimer for the video, as far as the tip breaking, I take absolute full responsibility for the tip breaking. As I do with all knives that break, or any tool, flashlight, anything like that, if it breaks on my channel, I take responsibility for it. I mean, I'm not necessarily going to blame the manufacturer right away. I did push the tool to that point. However, if a tool breaks prematurely, like a lot faster than I was expecting it to, when it was expected to hold a certain amount of strength, well, then yeah. Okay, not to press too long, the blade is still very sharp. I want you guys to see this. It's still popping hairs off. Not as well as it did, but it's still removing hairs. It's still hair shaving sharp, which is important to note with the new steel. And it's still a very good backup blade. I pushed the tip way too far, and that was my fault. Like with hollow grinds, I don't like them in general due to the fact that they don't leave a lot of steel behind the edge or the tip, and it's just a little too much steel taken away. However, it does provide super fine detail work, but with that said, blades like the full flat grind from the Paramilitary 2, or even the cold steel Espada. So we can, since this is a cold steel knife review, that kind of is more fair. This is a flat grind, and it's still ferociously sharp. And the redesign of this, they took the hollow grind away and put a flat grind on it, and it puts a lot more steel behind on the spine, next to the tip, and there's a little bit more on the edge. But with that said, the blade held up. The knife itself overall held up really well. The pocket clip, the coating did phenomenal. There was no warping on the guard. The spine held up well, like even with the spine wax. And the edge didn't chip or roll. I broke the tip, my fault, but look at the DLC coating. It's held up beautifully. That you could barely tell anything actually happened to that knife. So, as long as you're very mindful of the tip, you should be okay. Keep in mind, if you buy a knife and you find out it has a hollow grind on it, I would definitely use it as a backup knife, light duty only. But even though that's my recommendation, and in the comments you guys are like, well, you should have known. Yeah, well, guess what? I am a gear review and testing channel. I'm going to push the knives, tools, flashlights, multi-tools that far anyway. I'm going to do it to see where their breaking point was. And now I know. It actually held up to a lot of abuse. I abused the shit out of that thing, and it held up very well. That's why I can give it my recommendation, because I know where the failure went wrong, and where it definitely, like, the lock didn't fail. There's no blade play in it. The coating held up well. The blade is still very sharp. There was no warping on the handle. There's no damage on the spine. Outside of the tip, due to my extra force that I was applied to it unnecessarily, due to the fact that I was stress and torture testing it on purpose, so it failed. So will I probably rebuy that knife? Probably. And I'll just know that, you know what, I can use it for most tasks, but if I'm going to have to, if a very serious emergency happens, I'm going to pick another knife when shit hits the fan. So, as a backup carry knife, as my backup to the backup, so to speak, you'll be fine. But, with that said, I hope you guys found this review very entertaining and informative. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome test footage and videos. And definitely check out my social media on Instagram and Facebook, where you guys get a lot of updates on a lot of work and projects I'm doing. Personally and on my business side. But that does it for now, guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm out.